Man, 4 pay-per-views, the granddaddies of them all, and we're on technically the the second to last. Well, I'm sorry, no, third to last. Second pay-per-view overall, where numbers matter so fucking much, depending on what you draw in this match and this card itself. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Royal Rumble pay-per-view predictions. Hello everybody, I am B-Money, as fucking always, here again in this wrestling predictions I have with my brother, as always, the other half of my insanity, other half of my coin too, the hockey nut and lover of Mountain Dew, Castro Goalie. Bro, say hello.
Hello everybody. It's good to be doing this once again, even if every once in a while my brother loses his eyes from the hype.
Don't remind me, fucker.
But anyway, we're here for, you could argue, the second biggest show of the entire wrestling year.
This is technically the beginning to the road to WrestleMania, which is the biggest, at least in WWE standards, the biggest pay-per-view. This is the second because in this pay-per-view, whoever wins the Rumble gets a guaranteed World Heavyweight Championship match in the main event of WrestleMania. So yeah, I agree with you 100%, bro.
And there's quite a few matches here that, at least I think, should be pretty good.
I say, you're not the only one. Also, this is just a non-biased thing. We at the Chaos Wrestling Entertainment do not think our opinions are facts. We are just stating what we like. And if you disagree with us, that's fine. Anyways, on to the matches.
These are our personal predictions. Nothing more, nothing
exactly
less.
Now, the first match, there's a reason why I said that my brother is a Mountain Dew lover. It is the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match, featuring a returning Bray Wyatt versus a new, shall we say, new and improved version of a former $1 million champion in LA Knight.
Yeah.
Now, I am so fucking happy they dropped the Max Dupree bullshit. Oh my god, that shit was horrible.
They still technically have maximum male models, though.
Don't remind me. Fucking that shit's stupid as hell. Anyways.
Oh, I will remind you, because they were in the SmackDown Tag Team Tournament.
Fucking Christ. Anyways, back to something good. For me, honestly, this is going to be a good match. I don't know what the rules are for this match, but both competitors are honestly spectacular. This is probably going to lead up to something a lot bigger down the line. I'm assuming. But this honestly could go either way if you look at it from, just looking at the match itself. However, for me personally, I'm going to go with my boy Bray Wyatt. He's just been built up so fucking good since his return at, was it SummerSlam? Or I believe it was.
I want to say it was the very end, and the go-away shots of SummerSlam was him blowing out the lantern.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But yeah, it's just been exciting to see him back to where he belongs. What about you, bro?
It definitely is very fun to have Bray back. It's such a good thing, and I quite frankly hope that it stays like this, continues being amazing and everything. And I think at this point most people know my rule with the stuff. You don't
They
bet
should
against the returners.
return.
And I'm following my rule.
I don't
It is
blame you
going
there,
to be
bro.
Bray Wyatt. Yeah. Even though I think LA is going to have a really good showing in it. I don't feel like this is going to be like the... I don't feel like this is going to turn out to be like the fun house match that him and Cena had.
I'm praying to God. I mean, that was fun, but that wasn't a match.
It was fun to see, but it just... Not
It
something
just
I would
was-
consider...
Yeah. Next match, we have a title match. We have the Raw Women's Championship match. Bianca Belair defending her title against... What would you call her, bro? Her opponent, at least. Alexa
Yeah.
Bliss.
I know when she and Asuka were together, I came up with Twisted Empress.
Yes, I know. But she's going back to when she was corrupted by Bray Wyatt.
I don't know, I still
call
feel like
her-
just Twisted Bliss was... I don't remember...
Yeah,
coming up
that
with
is
any nickname
true.
with her.
True. But anyways, who do you got?
For this match, I'm gonna go with a retention. I'm saying Belair's going to ultimately hold out and come out on top. Whether that's from a DQ or something. I think Belair's gonna be the one that wins the match and leaves with the title still.
Now, actually, you have a good point there. So, I'm gonna agree with you there that she's gonna win it. However, I think it was 2 Raws ago, not last Raw, but the Raw before that. They did have a Raw Championship match, but it ended in a DQ. And, honestly, I could totally see Bianca. I really don't want her to hold that title still. And that's going to sound dickish of me, but I want to see Bliss win it. But I got another prediction for that. So I'm going to say Bianca wins it here. And next up is the last championship match we have on the card. Roman Reigns defending his undisputed world championship against Kevin Owens. A match I've been wanting to see again for a long time. Because honestly, I want to see Owens back with that fucking title. I know it's not going to happen here, but god damn, this is going to be good. I wish there was a stipulation, though. That's the one thing I wish they would have done with this match in particular.
Yeah, I can
What are
see
your
that this
thoughts on it?
match really should have and could have had a stipulation attached to it, and it wouldn't have felt tacked on just because. Which is what some of the stipulations feel like.
It's true.
But I think you and I are both kind of thinking the same thing with this and
We
whatnot.
both want Owens, but we're going to pick Roman.
Roman's going to be the one that comes out on top. He's going to be the one that wins it. I feel like it's going to require Sammy to some extent.
Now,
if you remember from Raw 30.
Yeah, Sammy, Roman did tell him that he will see him at the Rumble, and
he doesn't want him at any shows. He doesn't want him showing up. He wants him locked in his own house until Sunday. And then Sunday, well, they should still be on Sundays.
I know. I fucking hate that it's not on Sunday anymore. Anyways, continuing.
And then, in this case, Saturday, will be his final test for the bloodline. But Roman's going to come out on end.
Roman wants him to cost Owens the title.
Yep. And I feel Sammy's going to be involved one way or the other with this finish.
See, now, here's my prediction for that part. I think he's gonna try to be involved in the match. However, something's gonna be pulling on his heart that makes him think otherwise. I have a gut feeling that Sammy's gonna get kicked out of the bloodline because he hesitated to attack Owens or something along those lines.
He would still technically be involved with it, but yeah.
True.
I can see this kind of being the start of the breakup between Sammy and the bloodline. Even though Sammy's one of the reasons why the bloodline was so good.
This could also be the beginning of Sammy and Kevin possibly getting back together. And now this is just me wanting this, but having them hold one of the tag titles, possibly the SmackDown. Take it off the Usos. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Alright, now we have, let's go with the Women's Royal Rumble first. Okay, here's how we're going to do this, both Rumble matches. We're going to start off with who we think are going to be number 1 or number 2. We are going to guess a surprise entrance. We're going to guess who's going to last the longest, or the Iron Person. We're going to guess who has the most elimination, who is the winner, and who we want to win the match. I'm going to let you go first, bro, on this one. Who do you think is number 1 or number 2? I swear to fucking God, if you get this... I
do just want to say that there's not a whole lot of confirmed participants for the Women's Royal Rumble as of when we're recording this. Yes. This can all change on Friday and whatnot. So we only have, I'm counting 7 confirmed people right now, so that's kind of the list that I'm going off of for some of these.
And one of them I'm actually surprised as hell is in that.
As for, I'm gonna go out on... Emma is a little bit of a surprise. But I am gonna go a little bit out here. And I'm gonna try to predict both number 1 and number 2. Not necessarily
I swear to God, if you're able to do that again.
But my number 1 and number 2 is actually the first 2 people that they have on the list.
Okay.
Yeah, with Liv Morgan.
Okay.
And Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay, how do you spell Raquel's name? At least the first part.
Raquel.
Okay. Okay, Quel. Okay. Okay. Now, before I say anything, I swear to God, motherfucker, if you get number 1 again, I'm going to choke the fuck out of you. You
Number 1
lucky
or number 2.
bastard.
Imagine if I get them
Remember
both.
that one time we were predicting, and you actually got the motherfucker on number 1.
I forget
You
who that
bastard.
was.
I think it was
honestly
Lacey
forget who
Evans,
that was.
actually.
Actually, yeah, that sounds about right.
I swear to God, if you get it right, I'm going to fucking beat your ass. Anyway.
I wish that actually takes me down to another one of my predictions.
For me, I'm gonna say for number 1, it's gonna be Bailey. And for number 2, I'm gonna say it's gonna be... There's not a lot of... You know what? I'm gonna say Shotzi.
Okay.
Because
I can see
heel,
that.
face. Now, for surprise entrance, this one could honestly go any other way. Fucking, you can do NXT, former champions,
TNA.
Hall of Famers, all that shit.
TNA.
Yeah, you could also do TNA, Impact, or Impact, ROH, fucking New Japan. Yeah, you could do anything. Now, for me, this one is out of left field because I highly doubt it's going to happen. But there was a return to wrestling, at least. But it was at Wrestle 17, where Sasha Banks made her debut there, but she went under a different name, obviously. So I'm gonna say Naomi comes back. Again, it's out of left field because I don't feel like she's gonna be a part of the company. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. What about you, bro?
Well, I'm gonna go with the lady that I'm pretty sure got me the point when we were predicting number 1 and number 2 in the past. And I'm gonna say we're gonna see a return of Lacey Evans.
God, I swear to fucking God. Technically,
Just
anyone
with
could get
all the
it doesn't matter.
Just with all the promos and whatnot that they have been doing with her up until this point, I feel like she's just a lot close to a return, and I feel like the Rumble would be kind of a perfect time to bring her back. You can have her come in, do a bunch of stuff, and still lose and not necessarily look all that weak.
Yeah, you got a point there. Now, for me, for the Iron Woman, I'm actually going to steal one of your picks. I'm going to say Liv is going to be my Iron Woman. Now, what about you?
I was actually going to go with one of my predictions that I did earlier, and I was actually going to say Raquel.
Wow. We both stole one of your fucking picks from the very beginning of this.
I just feel like they can make Raquel be the Iron Man, or in this case, Iron Woman.
Iron Person,
and have it be very reasonable.
Yeah, you got a point there. Alright, next up. Most eliminations. Who do you got?
I'm gonna be going with the woman who just loves to cause nightmares. The one that thrives on brutality. Rhea Ripley. And yes, I know that most likely that Shayna Baszler is in this match. I wouldn't really call Ronda to be a surprise entrance, but Shayna's in it. I'd be surprised if Ronda wasn't in it, considering that she doesn't have
Yeah.
a title or anything at this point.
Thank God for that.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Rhea Ripley, the Nightmare, the Eradicator. I'm pretty sure is her title in the Judgment Day.
You know what? I'm going to steal that pick too, because I'm going with Rhea as well, because she has been doing so good with the fucking Judgment Day. She's got to have
Those
something.
eliminations just seems to work.
Now, on to the winner of the Royal Rumble for the women's. Now, this one for me is going to be going back to our previous predictions with the Raw Women's Championship match. I feel like Bliss is going to lose that match, and then she's going to enter this match and win it. So I'm going to go with Bliss. What about you?
Yeah, this is where I need to try to figure out who I actually won, who I would like to see win, and who I actually think is gonna win, especially with such a limited
I was going to say fucking
roster. Especially considering that I'm sure, like most people, I don't have the women's division memorized at all.
not a lot of people do. Sad to say.
And you also gotta think NXT for a lot of them as well. Because it wouldn't surprise me if an NXT person comes up and gets the win.
Well, funny you say that. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair won and challenged the NXT champion, which was Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I think I might actually end up going with Rhea to win the whole thing here. Get the most eliminations, get the victory, and kind of set the Judgment Day up to somewhat take over where the Bloodline is right now. Just running one show instead of both shows.
I could totally see it. I'm not gonna lie.
And then you can technically also, if I'm counting all of it, well, I guess they would need one more, but I was gonna say you get to have the mid-card titles in that faction as well.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm gonna say Rhea to win this to set up that kind of
now, who
progression.
do you want to win?
I really like the idea of Candice LeRae, the Poison Pixie, winning and bringing just
Oh
a
my God!
sprinkle
Yes.
of poison to the Women's Championship. And
Honestly,
at that point, I think you should start setting up Johnny. Speaking of which, where is he? Up to start
He's been in the
taking
background
mid-card.
of stuff.
Get him in the ring. Put him in the men's. Put him in the men's Royal
Now,
Rumble.
for me, honestly, because I really love her, I want Liv to win this whole fucking thing. She never got a proper championship run. She never got a proper push. So, yeah, I'm going to say Liv. I want Liv to win this fucking match.
I feel like you can set something up. Even when she gets eliminated, like she goes very far and it nearly makes it to the end, but gets taken out. And then you can kind of somewhat set up a thing with one of the former or one of the current champions. I think it would work pretty well with Charlotte, seeing as Rhea would probably be going after the Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah.
And basically have Charlotte be kind of a cunt. Like, aw, you didn't win the Rumble? I don't know that feeling. And just as she tries to walk away, Liv grabbing her and punching her, and kind of use that as a setup for a match between the two of them.
I could actually see it. Now, onto the main event. At least I hope it's the main event. The men's rumble.
It should be. I think
Okay.
it normally is.
I was gonna say it usually is, but sometimes they like to change it with Roman. So hopefully
you.
that's not the case this time. But anyways, for me, number 1 or number 2, I'm gonna say number 1 is Jay Uso, and number 2, you know what? Let's go with Dominic.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Because let's be fair, fucking, or it could be Finn Balor, but I'm gonna go with Dominic. Now, what about you?
I actually agree with the Dominic pick,
Okay.
but I'm also going to say Sheamus as one of the first 2 people.
Okay. I can actually see it, the Brawling Brutes.
Yeah, I'm going to say Dominic and Sheamus for my 1 and 2.
Okay.
And then, obviously, if we
Surprise
get
entrance.
one of them and not both, it doesn't really matter in terms of whether we get a point or not. I say if we get
I was gonna say-
hit both of them, we just get 2 points at that point.
I was gonna say, if we get both picks, then absolutely we get 2 points. However, if one of them only come out, then we just get 1 point, obviously.
Just a
Now,
little bit of clarification
you were
out
telling
there
me-
for anyone curious.
Yeah, I guess we never really explained it all that much to them, so it would make sense. Well, we're gonna have to explain it now. Anyways, now, you were telling me that because guess what? Cody Rhodes is in the Rumble. Thanks, WWE, for ruining that surprise. Now,
He
you
was
were
going to
telling
be my
me-
surprise entrance.
Honestly, he was gonna probably be mine too, but you were telling me you came up with a new one, so let's hear it.
Yeah, I just came up with it. It's kind of one of those extremely long shots for it. One that I
Okay.
don't think is really going to happen, but I think would be really amazing if it did. And it also
Okay.
kind of goes with me thinking that Matt Riddle is going to be in the Rumble as well. And I don't know why, but there was just a voice in my head
Oh
that just
my
told me
God,
to
yes.
pick him. The Viper returning at the Royal Rumble. I'm gonna take Randy fucking Orton, Mr. RKO
Orton.
himself, to return. And then RK Bro has some fun in the ring.
You know,
Again, I know it's an
It's-
extremely long shot, everyone. I know. But that's the fun of these.
now, it's funny you mentioned Randall Keith Orton. Yes, his initials are actually RKO. I think that's actually where he got the name for it, or Running Knockout. But anyways, it's funny you mentioned Randy, because he was in the back of my mind too, as well as his tag team partner Riddle. However, there was some people that kind of got me a little bit more excited. People, now again, this is a long fucking shot. I highly doubt it will happen, but there, if I'm not mistaken, Rumble is going to be it wasn't going to be in Philly. So, but Raw 30 was in Philly.
Roth, yeah.
Philadelphia was the home to ECW, Extreme
Paul Heyman
Championship Wrestling.
Actually had his ECW get chanted at him during the past Raw, so.
One of the greatest, at least heels nowadays, was originally from ECW. He was one half of the Dudley Boys. I'm going with fucking Bully Ray, who was known as
it
Bully
isn't
Ray
Philly this. But yep,
he
I
was
don't
known as
keep-
Bubba Ray Dudley in WWE, but I'm gonna go with his Impact name, Bully Ray, because goddamn, he knows what the fuck he's doing as a heel. Oh my god. If they would have just let him do this in WWE, he would have been a world champion, hands down. No question.
And the Royal Rumble is normally in Philly from everything that I can remember and whatnot. That was like the whole thing, Philly being kind of a tough and rumble kind of town, getting the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's better. Give us a pay-per-view.
Please.
This year's Rumble is going to the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay. Now, obviously, there have been rumors speculating when The Rock would return. However,
I think he turned down coming to Raw 30.
I don't know if he... I've never heard that, but there were reports that he actually felt like he would not be ready physically, or at least how he wants to look for the Royal Rumble. However, that could fucking change, and he actually is. I'm just speculating.
Everything's subject to change.
Personally, the motherfucker looks amazing already. He doesn't need to get any better in shape. Oh my god, Rock. Okay.
It's Rocky.
Yeah? Okay. Next up, we have the Iron Man. Now, this is probably gonna be a no shock. Well, actually, no. This one is gonna be, at least for me, I'm gonna go with, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go with Bobby Lashley for this one. For the Iron Man. I don't know why. It just makes sense to me.
It does kind of make sense. And he was one of the ones that I was debating for the Iron Man streak.
Oh my god. Holy fuck.
However,
Oh?
I am not going to choose Bobby Lashley.
Okay.
Because there's obviously a lot of older wrestlers in terms of career in WWE, and a lot of younger wrestlers.
Okay.
And I think for especially a lot of the older ones, the clock is ticking. You always count down to the newest entrants. We count down how long they're in. We count the number of eliminations people get. And throughout it all, you can't say all that circles around it is tick tock. Tick tock. Tick
and
tock. Tick tock.
Pray.
I'm actually gonna go with Karrion Kross for the Iron.
Not a bad choice. Not a fucking bad choice. Next up, most elimination.
I already have my one for this one, and I hate it so much.
Go ahead.
Omos.
You know, I was thinking the exact same fucking thing. However, I'm gonna go with another big motherfucker for my pick. I'm gonna go with Braun Strowman.
We also
Again,
have
both
Gunther
big motherfuckers
in there as well in terms of size, and the Lashley in there.
and Bobby Lashley.
Honestly, the four of them going at each other in the middle of the ring during the Rumble would be pretty fun to watch.
Now, I feel like Lesnar's gonna be in the Rumble match as a surprise entrance, I guess you can say. Which, honestly, I could totally see him having the most eliminations. But you know what?
I kind of feel like the way they have the
with
field set
Lashley.
up from what we know and whatnot, I think there's going to be too many other big guys there that'll kind of be able to keep that under wraps a bit and not have it feel contrived.
I mean, for fuck's sake, Omos is taller than both those motherfuckers. Just clonk their heads together and be like, settle the fuck down, you two.
Kids, you're both just awful.
Ugly. Okay. And the winner for the Rumble, it's honestly for me a no-brainer, Cody Rhodes. Because I have heard rumors and because I have heard rumors and speculations if The Rock wasn't ready for Mania, they'd go with Cody.
Yeah,
at least
I kind of feel like it should
opinion.
just be. Either way, it kind of feels like it should just be Cody. Either way, and The Rock should be a backup to the Cody plan.
It's
but yeah, I'm gonna say Cody
because
Rhodes.
It's funny because you got that mixed up. The original plan is The Rock, and the backup is Cody.
I really feel like they should have that flipped. They shouldn't have it that way, but
they should, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Cody for
let Roman. Here's the fucking thing. Let Roman drop the fucking titles. Let Cody go after it. And just having Roman versus The Rock and Mania, that already is a 5-star match. You don't need the fucking title.
I remember saying that in our last predictions, too, when we first brought that up.
Yeah, you did. You fucking did.
It's Rock versus Roman. 100%. You don't need to have the titles for that to be a match to make. That's just a match to make on its own.
Hell, fucking... Just because a title's on the line doesn't mean it's going to make it a 5-star match immediately. It's the people in the match and how good they are that makes the match. The title's just a bonus. Now, I can already predict who you want to win the Rumble, bro.
You don't get a point.
Yes.
Fuck you. You don't get a point for that.
We will not get a point. We will not get a point for this one. This is just who we would want to see win the Rumble. And I can already predict who you're going to choose.
You don't get a point for that prediction, bro. I'm sure if we open the floor to everyone else that watched this, I'm pretty sure if we open the floor to everyone that watches this, they know who the fuck I'm choosing for who I want to win.
I already have it typed down, motherfucker.
That doesn't surprise me at all. The one and only.
He is
Ricochet.
I was gonna say he is the one and only.
Not to be confused with the one and only. If anyone gets that,
yes,
congratulations.
Get it.
You got good taste in games.
I was gonna say, I already know who the fuck you're talking about. Now, for me, who do I want to win? You know, again, this is gonna be a fucking long shot. However, I'm gonna say that I would like Matt Riddle to be the one who wins the Rumble. Because if anyone remembers, he did have a Universal Championship match against Roman Reigns, where if he lost, he would never get a title match as long as Roman was champion. However, if he wins the Rumble, he bypasses that rule and gets an immediate title match. That's my prediction.
An interesting one to see, because you know Roman would try to put the brakes on that instantly.
Oh, he can go fuck himself.
But yeah, that's definitely would be an interesting one to see.
That is actually the entire card. As of right now, this is sadly breaking the fourth wall. Wednesday, we are recording this January 25th, 2023. Because the motherfuckers don't have it on Sunday, we don't have Friday to do it, then edit it. Well, my brother edited it on Saturday. Thanks, motherfuckers.
I still don't understand why you don't want to do Sundays. I mean, I know you're going to be going up against the NFL and it's playoffs, but you're literally on a competing network anyways. Sundays. It's not like you're on the same network either.
I can understand Mania being 2 nights, even though they just started doing that. But seriously, fucking, you've always done Sundays. Why change it now? It's stupid, and I don't like it. But that was the Chaos Brothers predictions for the 2023 Royal Rumble. I hope you all enjoyed it, because next pay-per-view is actually the third granddaddy of the pay-per-views for WWE, the Elimination Chamber, which is right before WrestleMania. I don't know if there's going to be, other pay-per-views in between Rumble and Elimination Chamber, but if I am right, we'll see you at the Elimination Chamber. If I'm not, you all can laugh at me in the comments, because honestly, fucking, I made a clown of myself.
I do that with your predictions a lot after the fact.
Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit.
No.
You horse-faced motherfucker. Anyways.
I know, that's the other people we know.
Fucker.
Right.
No shit. I am Bean Money, as always, the insect of insanity and strength.
And I am Orchestral Gold, the psychopathic
and
goaltender.
Remember, everyone, our motto always will be.
You mean motto?
Fuck PC and more. Yes, motherfucker, I stumble over my words. Let me retry that.
You keep saying model.
I don't know why. Anyways, let me retry that, because I'm a fucking retard. Our motto has always been fuck PC, and the most important part of them all, bro, say it with me in 3, 2, 1, fuck PG. Thank you all for watching and listening, and we hope to see you at the Elimination Chamber. Peace.